Good morning, my dear students. I hope you all are fit and healthy. So, dear students, today we will study the classification of bacteria according to their mode of nutrition. So, on the basis of mode of nutrition, there are two types of bacteria, that is autotrophic and heterotrophic. So, you must have studied the term autotroph, that means those organisms that can prepare their own food by themselves. So, autotrophic bacteria, they also prepare their own food from inorganic materials with the help of solar energy. Autotrophic bacteria, it is again divided into two types, that is photoautotroph and chemoautotroph. However, the heterotrophic bacteria, they draw their organic food from some outside source. So, let us see here the further classification of autotrophic bacteria and heterotrophic bacteria. The autotrophic bacteria, it is again divided into two types, that is photoautotroph and chemoautotroph. So, the photoautotroph bacteria, they possess bacteriochlorophyll and bacteriophyophytin. That is, they have the pigment to trap the solar energy, and these pigments help in trapping the solar energy and therefore help the bacteria to prepare their own food by themselves using the solar energy. So, they are termed as photoautotrophic bacteria. So, the term photo means from light and autotroph means they can prepare their food by themselves. Then the next one is chemoautotroph. So, these bacteria, they do not require light as source of energy, and they get energy from the oxidation of inorganic substances. These chemoautotrophic bacteria, they get energy from chemical reaction. The best example is nitrifying bacteria. So, the nitrifying bacteria, you know that the plants, they cannot obtain the dinitrogen gas from the atmosphere directly, since the reason is that every nitrogen atom in air, it is triple bonded to another nitrogen atom to form molecular nitrogen. This triple bond, it is very strong and very hard to break. Therefore, the plants, they need to convert this atmospheric nitrogen into some usable form such as nitrate, so that it could be absorbed by the plant. So, nitrifying bacteria do this process, and the energy that is released from this reaction, it is further used by the bacteria to prepare their food for themselves. Now, my dear students, let us see the heterotrophic bacteria. So, the heterotrophic bacteria, they draw their organic food from some outside source, that is, they obtain their nutrients from complex food molecules. These heterotrophic bacteria, it is again divided into three types, that is saprotrophic bacteria, symbiotic bacteria and parasitic bacteria. These saprotrophic bacteria, they obtain their energy from all sorts of organic material such as dead bodies, rotten food, as well as excreta also. So, how they obtain the food? It is, they simply secrete the digestive enzymes on the food, and these digestive enzymes, they convert the complex food into simple compounds which are further absorbed and assimilated by bacteria. So, this is about the saprotrophic bacteria. Then the next type under heterotrophic bacteria, it is parasitic bacteria. So, as the term indicates, parasitic bacteria means they will be drawing their nourishment from some other living organisms, and that living organism will be known as host. So, all the pathogenic bacteria, that is, all the disease causing bacteria, they are the parasitic bacteria. Then the next type under heterotrophic bacteria is symbiotic bacteria. So symbiotic means when the bacteria it lives in mutual beneficial association with organisms. So the term the term symbiosis itself denotes a close relationship in which the two partners they are getting benefit from each other. So symbiotic bacteria, the example is Rhizobium bacteria. This bacteria it live in soil as a free living, but in the roots of legume plant they form symbiotic association. The bacteria get shelter and food from the plant and in return fix atmospheric nitrogen into nitrogenous compounds that will be absorbed by the plant. So this is known by symbiotic bacteria. Symbiotic bacteria means this bacteria they form mutual beneficial relationship with other organisms. So now my dear students, the next topic is reproduction in bacteria. So the bacteria it reproduces by three methods, that is binary fission, sporulation and genetic recombination. So binary fission method it is an asexual method of reproduction in bacteria. Here an individual it divides into two identical daughter cells. So in this process first the nucleus divides into two followed by the division of the cell forming two identical daughter cells. So binary fission it is a common method of reproduction in bacteria. So the next one is conjugation. So my dear students, in your syllabus you need to know the definition only of conjugation, transformation and transduction. So only definition is included in your syllabus. So let us see the first one, conjugation. It is the transfer of genetic material between two conjugates. So between two conjugates the genetic material will be transferred on coming in contact with one another. This method it was discovered in Escherichia coli by Lederberg, and here in this method the bacteria transfer its copy of F plasmid to the another bacteria through pilus formation. So conjugation is basically the transfer of the genetic material between two conjugates on coming in contact with one another. Then after that the next method of genetic recombination it is transduction. So the transduction it is the transfer of the genetic material from one bacteria to another bacteria with the help of virus. So I repeat, in transduction the transfer of the genetic material from one bacteria to another it is through bacteriophage, or you can say bacterial virus. Then another definition which you need to know here is transformation. So in transformation it is the process of picking up of genes, that is it is the process of taking up DNA by a bacterium from the other bacterium which is dead. So transformation is the process of transferring of DNA from the dead bacteria to the living bacteria. So these are the three methods of genetic recombination. So this was about transformation, and you should know that this process it was discovered by Griffith in Diplococcus pneumoniae. So dear students, today you have learned about the types of bacteria on the basis of their mode of nutrition. Then after that you have observed that there are two types of bacteria, that is heterotrophic and autotrophic. And then you have learned about the types of reproduction in bacteria, about binary fission, and another one is about conjugation, transformation and transduction. These three are basically the type under genetic recombination. So This is all for today. Take care everyone.